Were you there for the actual casting of the characters? The reason being is Emir is wonderful, the father, I wanted to take Hassan home and hug that little sweetheart. What a darling young man.
I mean, I'm so proud of all the actors in the film, from Humayun Rashadi, who plays Baba, Khaled Abdullah, who plays the older Emir, and of course the children are absolutely magnificent. Zakaria, who plays young Emir, and then Ahmad Khan, Mahmoud Zada, who plays young Hassan, is absolutely phenomenal. I was very, very proud of him for winning a Critics' Choice Award for Best Young Actor. I was thrilled for him. And they really are the life of that movie, the face of the movie. They bring really an incredible purity and sweetness to the film, and watching them on the screen talking and just being themselves, it's just really magic. And for me, getting to meet them on the set and getting to know them as people was really a very unique experience.
There's so much trouble in the world right now, Khaled. I understand that you did go back to Afghanistan. From when you left it to the time that you returned, can you give me some thoughts on that?
Well, you know, I left it in the 1970s, 1976, when the country was at peace, living essentially in anonymity. A lot of people had never heard of where Afghanistan even was. And when I went back in 2003, the country had gone through more than 2 decades of warfare, and there had been an invasion and multiple wars and massive human displacement and suffering. When I went in 2003, Kabul was a war zone. There were entire neighborhoods that had been demolished, some that hardly even existed anymore. It was incredibly overcrowded, people walking around the streets. Many people had been injured by war, missing a leg, missing an arm, walking on crutches, a lot of beggars, a lot of orphans and widows. Quite sad to see that the absolutely terrible effect that these wars had on virtually every facet of life in Afghanistan. I went there again in 2007, just this past September, as an ambassador for the United Nations Refugee Agency, and visited not only Kabul but cities in northern Afghanistan, and came away with a sense that this is a country that is absolutely hopelessly dependent on support from the international community. And it solidified in my mind my conviction that Afghanistan has to be a focus of attention in the international community, and the human and financial resources that have been promised to Afghanistan have to come through for that country to have a chance.
Khaled, I've gone to your website and you talk about the work that you have done with the UN. You also mentioned that, did you visit Chad and Darfur?
Yeah, I went to Eastern Chad in January of 2007, again as a goodwill ambassador for the United Nations Refugee Agency. I visited with a number of refugees from the Darfur region of Sudan who'd fled the border and the violence perpetrated by the Janjaweed, and had come to Eastern Chad to live in refugee camps, and spoke with those refugees, spoke with the humanitarian staff there, and came away with just a sense of the magnitude of this tragedy. You're talking about probably 200,000 to 400,000 people who have died, 2.5 million people who are living as refugees in Chad, and the incredible human toll that this tragedy has taken on the people of Darfur. It's truly mind-boggling that this is still going on, and I'm really glad that the attention is being focused on Darfur, particularly with the Olympic Games in China coming up, and that there's so much grassroots efforts to try and bring an end to this crisis.
Khaled, we'll let everyone know the book Kite Runner, and then of course you have a new one now, Thousand Splendid Suns. The DVD, Kite Runner, is out March the 25th. It is a foreign language film. There are captions, but that didn't bother me in the slightest. It was captivating in watching it. We will tell everyone as we leave about takepart.com. What is that quickly?
Takepart.com is part of the Paramount Vantage's efforts to tie in the film to programs in Afghanistan that actually make a difference, have a real impact on the lives of people in Afghanistan. So people can visit the website and learn how they can donate. There are various non-governmental organizations that the studio is partnering with to bring literacy and teacher training to Afghanistan, to bring computers to Afghanistan, to build rural libraries in Afghanistan. So the idea is to tie in the film to the issues that are so pertinent in Afghanistan, and to help make a difference in the lives of real people.
Khaled, Kite Runner, both the book and the DVD are treasures, and I thank you so much for your time.
You're very kind. Thank you very much.